Stay with this, and we are now joined via Zoom by Dr. Reverson. He's a Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies to delve into the Chamber's strong opposition to the newly introduced energy sector recovery levy. Dr. Pong, if you can hear me, welcome to Channel One Newsroom.
Good evening, and thank you for inviting me today.
Right. Now, the Chamber has stated that it will not implement the levy. Could you help us understand what exactly that means? Wouldn't refusing to apply the levy amount to define a law that has been duly passed and assented to?
Thank you so much for that question. Indeed, who are we, a chamber, to, like you said, defy a law that has been passed by a president? But this will explain to you and the public about the fact that we have our own grievances when it comes to the manner in ways this law was being implemented, without stakeholder engagement. So first of all, we had a law passed very, very abruptly, very sharp, and then implementation was going to be over the weekend, which was not right. But indeed, our letter was very straightforward, and we didn't miss words by explaining the impact of passing this law yesterday, taking effect today. And let me say this emphatically, unapologetically, that the fuel prices you see today wouldn't have been the same. Aside the fact that we were going to put our pen and paper down and probably no work and no lift as we plan to do.
So if they had gone ahead with it, you still stand by your earlier assertion that you would boycott working. That's what you're ultimately saying.
No, that's what we're going to do. But again, when we had engagement with the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Energy, GRA, NPA yesterday, they understood where we're coming from. And at the end of the day, we were able to explain to the government of today that is the impacts on our members who are already paying 22% of a pump price to the government in terms of levies and cost that is paid to the government. While we suffer to get barely 5%, you understand? From whatever we sell.
Right, but some argue that this is ultimately a tax that will be borne by consumers. Why then is the chamber taking such a strong position? How are your member companies directly affected by this tax? If you can explain that to us.
Fantastic. That's where I was going, and you came in.
Apologies.
So that's fine. So there's something you call cash and carry. Or prepayment. And let me use this opportunity to explain to the public that when fuel prices increase based on commodity or the world commodity price increase, it is totally and entirely different from when taxes are increased. Because what the public don't know, and we need to tell them, is that taxes are prepaid or bonded. Right, and that means that the oil marketing company would need to raise capital ahead of lifting. Let me explain it to the ordinary Ghanaian. What that means that to lift, let's say, 10 of a 58,000 liters capacity of a BRV a day for a week, you were to generate no less than 2 million Ghana cedis yesterday, which is a Sunday. My dear friend, tell me which bank was going to give us that 2 million cedis yesterday to pay GRA today. These were the challenges that we were talking about. And we were already in another window. We're already in a window that is not ending. The window is ending on Friday or Saturday.
So if I get you clear, and for the viewers watching, you have to prepay this tax that is going to be slapped on me to government before you even finish selling.
My members, the oil marketing companies, most of them prepay.
Okay.
Some of them are on bondages that need to contact their insurance companies to top up.
Okay.
You understand? So it is not just straightforward. If it was straightforward, then no problem. Like you said,
Okay.
we will surely pass on the cost to the consumer. Then why is our worry?
Okay.
Our worry is that operationally, financially, we are not ready.
Okay.
That's it. Full stop.
So based on what you've explained, which is pretty clear about the fact that you need to prepay, is there any room for compromise in terms of boycotting this implementation?
No, we are not boycotting implementation. All that we are saying is that give us 1 week to prepare ourselves for the implementation. And like I said, we have come to a consensus today that we will start from the 16th of this month.
Okay, which the government has agreed to in terms of the implementation. So you are okay with that, and you are ready to go ahead with the implementation for the next week.
Yes, so we are still talking to the Ministry of Energy and Finance. We have ongoing discussions, even as we prepare ourselves with our regulator MPA,
Okay.
who is our economic regulator, ahead of Friday announcement of the new pricing window, how it will look like, and we will share with the public.
Whatever you agree on. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Reverson Opon. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, speaking to us on their discussions with government over the implementation. We'll move away.